Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, Operation Python dance they called it, but Operation Get Nnamdi Kanu was how the rest of us understood it. So rinse and repeat. As guys, I bring you this. We're coming for you. Nigerian Army Chief Ibrahim Atahiru tells Igboho Dokubo others. So we have been here before, deja vu, history repeating itself. So now, of course, the same messaging, the same drum beats, the same public utterances that we were hearing prior to suddenly in the dead of night, the Nigerian army surrounding Nnamdi Kanu's ancestral home, where his father usually resides, and then suddenly in the dead of night that property was surrounded and they opened fire on it. So the same sort of public pronouncements, the same sort of messaging we're hearing again. So deja vu, we're coming for you. Nigerian Army Chief Ibrahim Atahiru tells Igboho Dokubo others. So now let's not see what sense of foreboding should be permeating the minds of these people. The Nigerian army will soon move against separatist agitators such as Sunday Igboho and Asari Dokubo. Chief of Army Staff COAS, Lieutenant General Ibrahim Atahiru, has stated. According to correspondents, Atahiru's warning was delivered in Uyo at the First Commanding Officers Workshop 2021. Igboho recently declared that Southwest was no longer part of Nigeria. During his declaration, the self-acclaimed activist said major resources of Nigeria were in the hands of northerners, stressing that Yoruba people were being killed and their land taken over by Fulani headsmen. Dokubo announced the establishment of Biafra customary government in which he incorporated some parts of the southeast and south-south as part of the territory. But Atahiru promised that the army will deal decisively with every form of security threat confronting the nation, including those posed by the secessionist agitators like Igboho and Dokubo. The Nigerian army under my leadership will remain proactive and jointly work with other security agencies to decisively deal with threats facing the nation. The Nigerian army under my watch remains resolute and is poised more than ever before to decisively deal with individuals and groups that threaten the peace, security, and stability of our great nation, he vowed. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So the warning signs are there, and I am coming for you is effectively what this guy is saying to Igboho and Dokubo and others, he added. But noticeably, the people that he's coming for are, as ever, the southerners. So there is no northern name on this list, in spite of all of the goings on, all of the threats that we hear from the north. There's no northern name, and the threats from the north, by the way, the threats from the north are a lot more potent than the threats from the south, because oftentimes the threats from the south, it never really goes beyond the pages of a newspaper. In some instances it does, and increasingly so it does, but the threats from the north, they say it and they do it pretty much the next day. And a good example was this what happened to Governor Otom, where threats were made against him in Sokoto by Mieti Allah, and within the week, attempts was made on him. So we saw that, but the Nigerian army, of course, sees absolutely nothing wrong with that. Now, at least not to the point that, in fact, it is not even not to the point. They've not even spoken against it, never mind taking actions against it, and certainly there's no name of anybody that might well be behind that attack on Governor Otom on this list now that they are coming out with of the most wanted people in Nigeria. So now, what crime exactly? I'm not really speaking to Asari Dokubo now. I am speaking to Sunday Igboho. What crime exactly has a Sunday Igboho committed that warrants this. What is Sunday Igboho saying? Sunday Igboho is saying that the killings of Yoruba people in Yoruba land is too much, and the Nigerian army now are seeking to move against him. So if the Nigerian army moves against Sunday Igboho off the back of that pronouncement and that agitation that is pronouncing and agitating, then that by extension, that by token, means that they hold a view or they hold views contrary to the views and agitations that Igboho is promoting and propelling, because of course you have to be against something for you to seek to stop it. So if they are seeking then to stop Igboho, that means then a tacit endorsement of the Fulani headsmen, because of course the Nigerian military are not coming out in the public space to say that Igboho should calm down, and they will redouble their efforts to seize charge of the situation and to ensure that Yoruba land is safe and secure. I have never heard the Nigerian army say that, and they are saying that anything that presents a threat to the peace and security of Nigeria, that is their primary duty. So now what is presenting peace and security, what is presenting as threats to the peace and security of Nigeria is not Sunday Igboho holding press conferences. It's not Sunday Igboho holding press conferences and speaking boastfully. No, what is presenting a threat is the activities of the Fulani headsmen. So now this is really where the danger is to the country, and the people that are coming out now in the public space that are getting all this prominence suddenly are coming off the back of the activities of the Fulani headsmen. So if you can eliminate that as a problem, then somebody like Sunday Igboho will suddenly disappear, because he will have no use of value to the space anymore, because his calling card, of course, is the activities and the atrocities of the Fulani headsmen. So Asari Dokubo, of course, a very lost noisemaker, what Asari Dokubo is doing, it will not go beyond almost certainly his parlor in Benin Republic, because that guy, he lives in Benin Republic, and every so often he will do these video pronouncements and put it on social media. So he has been saying things like this often enough, and not once has any of them ever really come to anything. But of course, going after Igboho and Asari Dokubo will serve no other purpose than to deify them and propel their prominence, as it did with Nnamdi Kanu. A lot of people were undecided on Nnamdi Kanu until these people went to his ancestral home and shut the place up. And that by shut the place up, of course, I mean open AK-47, not just close it down, but open AK-47 on his ancestral home. And that singular act, of course, was what gained Nnamdi Kanu a lot of empathy from Nigerians and people internationally, people that were not especially sympathetic to him, or at the very least ambivalent towards him. People then, of course, then had to make a decision, and they went in the direction of Nnamdi Kanu. So rinse and repeat, deja vu. These people, they never learn, of course. They will continue to repeat the same tactics, because of course they have no understanding than just to hold a gun at everything and try to kill it. But an idea that its time has come is not one that can be repelled by AK-47 or carnate. We will see that in the fullness of the course of time. Come share thoughts about all this with me in the comment section. But before you come into the comment section to engage, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Once you've done all the clickings, the Nigerian army are sending a cold, stark warning in the direction of Dokubo and Sunday Igboho. But how will this play out this time around? So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on within the comment section over here. I say peace.